Yep. Be another one of them little off the wall videos. I don't have a lot of mechanical stuff to do. I mean, we're still building stuff. We're still doing some stuff. So I posted a video a while back about a race fuel maker. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a bigger one. It's a 100 quart. Can you guys see? 100 quart aluminum stock pot. 4 millimeter thick. And it's got rivets. They're hammered. I'm hoping that they're leak proof. I'm pretty sure they are. But I don't have just one. I've got two. So 100 quarts, I googled it. It says this is a 25 gallon pot. So if I take this pot right here, let's see. Okay, let me stick you down for a second. So if I take and put two of them together, what does that give me? My math's correct. That's 25 gallon. Or 25 plus 25, my bad, it's 50 gallon. Nah, it's not completely round like, you know, like each one. So, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to drill into one, because we'll have to anyways. So let me get this one down. This is the one we're going to drill through. Put this one here. Let's move this one out the way. I still haven't done nothing to the shed at all. So what I did is I bought this stuff here a while back. You guys remember, for the gauges on the motor here, for the motor stand to drill in. Well, I don't have one big enough. I have a cheap one here. It's a 4-incher. So I went up here to my local like Ace Hardware. I bought this kit, man. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but I went up there and I tried to use the adapters right here to thread into here to make this a hole saw work with this cutter and this tip and stuff. I went up there today and I was trying to figure out, because I thought I lost these, but here's what I found. They're adapter nuts for the snap-on, or snap lock anyways, not snap-on. But so it's all like quick release stuff here. So this quick release releases the drill bit out of the center, if I can get it. So then it goes back in, and then this goes on. It snaps, go on. It snaps on and locks in. So that's cool. We need that. And I'm going to do a 4-inch hole. I would have liked to have been bigger, but I don't have anything bigger than 4 inches to make a true 4-inch hole. I'm using this one here because it's the clean side, clean one. I want the clean on top. Yeah, that's black. I did make some, use this before on my old still that was like that. I filled it up with water and I put that still in there. Instead of having the still run on direct heat, I had it ran through that, where the water was all the way around it, you know, all the way up to about that far. And I have a lid that I cut out and I stuck over to keep the heat inside. And doing it that way is supposed to be a way to get better brandy, you know, and plus it keeps you from scorching anything. If you're heating it with water, how are you going to scorch anything? I did try to make my mom some tea one time. I threw the tea bags in the pot without no dang water in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole in that Oh, let me tell you where I got these at. I bought these off of a website called webstore.com, whatever, something like that. I bought these a few years back, I don't know, about 3 years ago. Now I think they're about $90 a pot. That's kind of expensive. You figure that's $200 right there. And then you got to realize, then you got to buy the thing for your hole up here. I may just make a small aluminum cap, copper cap. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. This is just going to be building this part of the steel. I hate calling it a steel because it makes me feel like I'm doing something illegal, but as long as I don't cook nothing off, I can build whatever I want. As long as I don't cook nothing and sell it, then I'm all good. So, and I'm not cooking anything. I don't have anything to cook. I will make a mash, show y'all how, kind of some cheap mashes. I can't put it in these stills and run it. It's totally against the law. What basically I'll do is, all my stuff's going to be kind of a fruit, so it'll be a wine. And it's legal to make wine. You can buy all the ingredients right at Friar Tuck here in town to make wine. So that part I'm not too worried about. I can have all the wine I want as long as I don't put no fire underneath these. I'm completely legal. And the last thing I want is to be in any type of trouble. So first off, what we're going to do, we're going to drill this hole in here. And it's pretty much already got a center mark because it was the way it was made. And then on the other one down at the bottom, we'll put us a little spout in the end. We'll drill us a hole, probably an inch and a half hole. And we'll, that's an 1 3/8, but we'll figure it out. We may even just do 3/4 or something. And we just got to make sure that we can seal it off, get us a spout so this thing's fit, full of 50 gallon of liquid. How are you gonna get it out of there? So we're gonna put one of them in there. Everybody's wondering, hey, you can't cook moonshine off with an aluminum steel. That's poisonous. Let me tell you something. It's a stock pot. They cook food in them, and you eat that food. So what's the difference if you eat it or drink it? Nothing. So, yeah. And I've seen where old timers have had aluminum pots, aluminum made stuff. Like old tanks that were made out of aluminum. They made chine out of them. Maybe that's why they didn't live very long. But yeah, so we got us a little. You can kind of see it. There's a little mark right there. That's kind of, I'm going to assume that's center. You can see it's how it's swirled out. I would assume that's center. Yeah, it's made in China. Best thing to do, I'd be scoping your local marketplace and try to find some big, some decent sized aluminum stock pots. And hopefully you can find a pair of them that are the same identical ones. And I guess try to do what I'm going to attempt to do. I've never done it. I don't claim to know what I'm doing on this. So here's what I got. It says needs no flux, made in the USA, low working temperatures, working temperature of 130 degrees. I brought a battery for my infrared thing, my little temp gun, so we'll be able to measure our temp, a little bit. 40,000 psi. I don't think moonshine gets that high psi wise when you're cooking it. So it's non-corrosive and stronger than parent metal. Aluminum weld will join most aluminum alloys. Hold on, let me pull this thing out of here and we can read it. Come on up out of there. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that out of there, but now I've had this stuff here too for a long time, and this is what I actually bought it for, to do this. And this has been 3, 4, 5 years ago. It even got instructions. Ain't that cool? Will join most aluminum alloys, zinc-based alloys, pot metal, and white metal. Joints made with aluminum metal, permanent, non-corrosive, and stronger than parent metals. I'll try to take a picture of this and stick it in there so you guys can kind of read it. But I bought it off the old internet. I seen this stuff advertised years, while, I don't know how long ago, 3-4 years ago. So I bought it. That's what I did. And it was for this project. I did see some research that it's best, to make sure you clean this real good and your metal too, just like a regular weld. But you want to wipe this stuff down with some Scotch-Brite real good too. Try to get it clean. So what I'm going to do, while you guys are off getting a soda or cold beer, I'm going to drill that top hole. I'll probably mess it up, but what do I do? I mean, there's nothing I can do. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for this. I may try to make some type of cap maybe, or we'll figure it out when we get to that point. It'll probably be in a different video. It's probably going to be a 2-3-parter. So let me get this drilled in there. Alright, we got our hole drilled in it. So she's kind of small, but I think we'll be alright. We're gonna clean this. I've been kind of at it with the file a little bit. I think I'm gonna go get my I might go get my little air angle die grinder with the little Scotch lock disc, if I got any disc, which, look, that thing fell off up there the last time we was out here working, and I still ain't picked it up either. I'm pretty sure I had some of them roll lock things, but I probably don't. Oh, there they are, right there. Ugh. So yeah, let me go get my grinder or my thing out of my other toolbox, and we'll that's what I'll use. All right, I got it ground down, cleaned right here, and on the inside I left a little gap. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but that's what I'm going to do. See what these instructions say to do. I took that roll off, cleaned the lip of the there and right here. Well, it don't say nothing about it. Not like I really read a whole bunch of it, but I guess there ain't nothing to do but to do it. I'm gonna start here. I got it strapped down, obviously you guys can see. Got it strapped down. I got this point here is where I'm gonna start. There we get a little close, a little bit better gap there. And I'll get you guys on the stand. I still got to clean up my rod here. And then I got the gun over here it's cold in here. We're starting out about 52 degrees. Thing up there says 55, my heater. But with that thing pointing at it, saying 300 and some degrees is what's blowing out, but it sure ain't got there yet. So let me get you guys on the stand, bring you over here. And we'll start on this side. We'll get a little bit tacked on here, and we'll go around and tack it. Because, like, we got a big gap here. I put a little tack, get a little closer and go all the way around. And then I got to try to get everything even. So you can tell, it's high over here on this side. So I want to try to work my way around so everything stays somewhat even looking. So I'm going to get you on the stand and bring you back then. Alright, well, got you guys in a somewhat position there. I hope my straps don't melt. They are kind of close. I gotta heat this thing all up pretty good because it's cold. I want to start right here with my tack. Start right here with my tack because it's, hell, actually it's closed up a little bit. There we go. Dang it. My MAP gas can's not really helping me out any. 71. We still got 600 degrees to go. You can see the aluminum is expanding because it's getting my gap keeps closing up on me. Take a little while. I should have my acetylene torch. That probably would have melted it. You gotta get up to 700 degrees. I think it said 750 degrees or something like that. Working temperature 730 degrees. Once I get a few tacks done, then I can just start going all the way around. $230. You guys probably don't want to sit here and watch this get heated up, but you guys probably miss something and be like, man, I want to see that. See my aluminum closed, my gap closed up again. I don't know why, but they don't seem to be heating up real good. Probably because the metal's cold anyways. I'll bring it back in a little bit. Alright, I'm trying this. I can never get it up to 700 some degrees. The metal up that hot, so I just started rubbing this stuff on there. We're just gonna see what's up. Kind of shoving it in the crack there a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna reposition it and see what's up. See if that holds any. I've never used this stuff, so I don't know how it's supposed to work or anything. So, and the pan, things are hot though. If this don't work, then we'll have to go get some acetylene. It's stuck, but how well? It don't look like it's stuck too well. Come on. Alright, we're gonna just keep working our way around. I think this metal here is not hot enough for it to work on it. Need to change hands because I ain't right left-handed. Side over there. Yep, see, that shit ain't working. Alright, well, that ain't gonna work. So I guess I'm gonna have to, I probably shouldn't have tugged on it yet. I don't know. Hello, fellas. Fellets. I was really hoping that stuff would work. Maybe I just didn't have a big enough gap. I don't know. It's hard to do anything, man. Let me try a little bit more off camera here, and we'll see what happens. If not, I might have to go get some acetylene for my torch, because this ain't getting hot enough to melt into this aluminum. Alright, I'm just laying it to it. I'm trying to do like a stitch weld, basically, kind of. Dang, that's hot. That's hot, dude. The only problem is when I get down to here, a big gap. Yeah, it's all lumped up. But I think it's holding. I'm not gonna give it a try yet till she seems to be holding. I can go back and file off or sand down all this stuff here, and I'll go back over it again one more time once I sand everything down. But it's hot. That side's cold. She flexed a little bit, so what do we do? What do we know, huh? We're just gonna keep running it. I ain't got very much of this stuff left, so we'll have to see if we can't find more too. We go to the other side. That's my kid's mom. Hold on, y'all. Alright, well, this is getting to be a pain trying to do this with this stuff. I stood it up, maybe it'll help me. Got a ledge right there, so I'm trying to get it to help me. You guys are in the way a little bit. That big glob right there, it was going running downhill on me. I'll have to come back. I'll have to sand that down and come back to that. Yeah, look at it running downhill. I don't know. I don't think this really going to work out that great. It was worth the shot, I guess. Yeah, it's not working out so good. Hot. And then this side we got I don't know. Ooh, hot. God, that's hot. Let me flare down. Because she wants to run off that way. She's holding once she cools off, though. She's holding real tight. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and weld on this while. I'll bring you guys back. Well, I'm gonna call that an epic fail. Well, it's kind of a fail. It sucks. I didn't get this nowhere near close enough, but look at this lumpy mess of stuff. And then it come apart over here. But I'm gonna tell you what, watch this. It worked. It did work over here. It stopped working right about here. Look at that right here. You can see I'm squeezing. I'm trying to pull it apart. You can see the gap stretching. It worked. It did work. So, and I'm out of that stuff. And my MAP gas thing started. What happened over here was the MAP gas. See how it's not blowing out like. See how it gets real. At first it's, and then it kind of dies down. So it got cold on me. It just wouldn't heat up enough. So, I guess, reading some more of that. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some acetylene. That way I can tack this how I want it. I'm gonna grind a bunch of this. I'm gonna grind a bunch of this off here and leave like right here where it's nice and even. And I've got to figure out what to do. Cause see, I thought I was gonna be able to go around and tack, but it took so long to heat up one spot. I'd have been here 6 months trying to heat up a bunch of little spots to tack around. So I'm gonna have to get some acetylene and get my torch. I'm pretty sure I have a brazing tip in my torch kit. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably head out and get a bottle of that, and then we'll try again tomorrow. That's the last piece I got, a little piece right there of that. So, I don't know. I just don't know yet. But I'm going to tear this thing back apart. And we're going to have to figure out how to get this a little more straighter from where I weld it and stuff. Because now that that's on there, it won't. This side over the metal was hotter than this side. That's why it stuck so good here, not here. I mean, it's on there, man. Let's see. It's on there. Look at that. That's where. But right here, it's. Now this piece ain't really stuck. There she goes. And that's where you can tell my stuff was heating, wasn't heating so good. But right there, she's stuck, boys. Yeah, that stuff did work. Hopefully Tractor Supply's got something like that. But I'm gonna run and get some acetylene. So we'll finish up. We'll work on this tomorrow. Kind of sucks, but hey, lesson learned. It does work with the right heat. That stuff's pretty cool. It's kind of like TIG, man, but it was so hard to do it because I couldn't get nothing hot enough to actually run a bead. I'd have to come back. But like right in here was fairly decent. It worked pretty decent. I was able to put my arm on here and actually rest my arms, but then it got too hot. So we'll pick back up on this tomorrow. Alright, we're back. Got a decent one today. It's nothing really mechanical, but we're building something. Yesterday I was out here and I worked on this thing, making you guys a video, and it didn't turn out alright, too well. Anyways, here's what we got. It's a 100 quart aluminum stock pot, 2 of them. We're gonna weld them together. I started yesterday. That's where, as you can see, the weld is kind of funky, all messed up. Decent down there, and then right in here, my MAP gas started messing up where it wasn't staying hot enough. The pressure and the pressure. Let's see here. It was messing up inside of here where it wasn't letting out the gas right. So I went ahead and got some oxygen or some acetylene yesterday for this. We're gonna try that, and I also bought a real I wouldn't say real brazing set, but it's comes with MAP gas and the torch tip with the oxygen with it too. So my problem was being able to keep this thing warm and go around and tack weld it. So I was fighting trying to keep it together. So I was able to strap it yesterday after all of the stuff going on here. So we got a little stuff to finagle and try to get straighter because it's not sitting exactly flush. Not that it really matters too much, but I had this stuff yesterday I bought years ago for this. I've had these for a couple years, but it's just some Lumi weld rods. But so these are 2 pots, and 100 quarts would be 25 gallons. I googled it. It said 25 gallons. So welding these 2 together, that gives me a 50-gallon Moonshine still. So I also have pressure cooker. We are going to attempt to take this pressure cooker. I gotta figure out how to get them handles off there. They're just screwed in right there and right there, and we'll have to figure out how to get that. But I'll take everything out of here. We'll cut this. We're going to cut this off right around this circle here. As you can see, I cut a little circle in there. Figure out I'll do a little ferrule, 4-inch ferrule. Well, I'm going to use this, and that will give us a cap. This will be welded, and as you can see, there's a rubber O-ring gasket in there, so that will seal that up. So then we'll have us a cap basically, and it's going to be all aluminum. Steel. Yeah, I know. You can't use aluminum. It'll make you go blind. It'll kill you. Well, here's the thing. It's a stock pot. They cook food in these. A lot of your pots in your house are aluminum, and you eat out of them. You cook food in them, you eat in them. So whether you ingest it by drinking it or eating it, you're ingesting it. So, and some of the old timers used aluminum to make their stills. So this is what we're going to do. I paid $90. Well, I didn't pay $90. I paid I don't remember how much I paid because it was so long ago. It was over 3 years ago when I bought these. And as you can tell, this one's dirty. I ran one of them, my other still inside of this, and used hot water to run my still. It worked. It didn't scorch it. Didn't have to worry about it scorching. Was able to run it, right at 170, 175, a good 180, somewhere around there. Is water turns to steam at like 212. So your safe zone is, like 175 to 185, I would give or take. I was able to run it a little bit hotter because I didn't have to worry about scorching it. And it ran a little faster. Just had to add more water to cool the worm down. So this is what we're building today. I've got to go and clean this mess up that I did. But what I want to do first is I want to tack here. And this stuff holds. It does hold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my grinder and I'm going to grind down this seam. And I'm going to tack right here. But for it to hold, it's got to cool back down to like 50 to 60 degrees, 60, 70 degrees. So it's got to cool back down before it will actually hold. And once it's actually stronger than a parent metal. Yep, I said the parent metal. But I went and bought some U.S. Forge self-fluxing aluminum. So we're going to try to use that. I bought some Hobart stuff also. 70 degrees. This says V edges to 45 degrees. And this don't really say, but I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to grind them out. Give us a little lip in there. Help bond them together. Now I'm going to try to go across, zipper across that to help hold it. And as I work around, I'll get everything a little straighter. That's not like it's going to be perfect though. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. We'll get you guys up on a stand and we'll see. This is going to be, I don't know if I'll have enough time to get to this today. I was watching Musty One this morning before I come out here. I had to get that one in. He's doing a motor on a Bobcat, so I had to see that. That way it gives me some ideas on what to do with the John Deere out here. So I'm gonna get you guys set up and we're going to get this cleaned up, and then I'll bring you when I start to heat this stuff up. I gotta hook all the hoses up and all that, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see that, so we'll see in a bit. So I hate to do this to you guys. You guys are gonna be on the stand quite a bit today, so won't be much walking around and doing all that. I want to heat this up, preheat everything real good first. It took a lot of heat yesterday to get this thing to stick, and it's only 60 degrees in here, 65, whatever. Where'd that heat gun go? There she is. And you got to get this metal up to 700 degrees. And that way, ooh, yeah, see, look, it's up. It's starting to melt itself. See, it's starting to melt itself. I've never brazed aluminum, so just see whatever I did yesterday. going a lot better than what it did yesterday. Hopefully that stuff stays. Yes, it's hot. So that was kind of a success there. It's ugly because you can tell it starts to run down. I got some holes in there to fill up. Pretty sure I have a stainless steel wire brush around here. I gotta clean that. I'll clean that up. Once I get all the way around, I'll probably go back around it again and scrape everything. Go back around it one time. We're gonna roll that over. Maybe get probably get right here. If we can get it rolled over. I'm sure she'll fall. So what am I using? I'm using this stuff. I'm using this US Forge stuff here. They say you're supposed to clean that rod off, but who knows? But I'm gonna try to tack this up right here. And then we'll try to get everything a little straighter. Turn that down a little bit. I bet you if I turned that fire down a little bit, she'd be you know what I didn't do? I didn't grind in there. Let me grind in that. That was probably a little loud for you guys, wasn't it? You might just, this might be a lot faster than what it was yesterday for sure. Today, I was out here about 3 hours trying to weld that, and I only had that little spot. Change hands here, fellas. Yeah, she's cracking and like popping, and she's separating right in here. But she's sealed up there. Let's try some of this stuff. See if we can't do a little bit better job. Dang it. Yeah, she ain't holding. Oh, she ain't holding. Ah, dang it. Yeah, she's cracked all the way down that thing. Ah. Probably got that metal so hot up there that once it shrunk up and cooling off, it probably cracked that stuff, pulled it apart. Yeah, she's a little ugly, but I think she's holding. Yeah, I don't see any cracks in that. I'm able to control the heat a little better. Alright. Should have known that acetylene was going to be too hot. That's hot. Ooh, my hand's numb. My right hand goes numb on me. Let's go check this other side. Look at all that stuff down here on the floor. There you go. Right down there. Oh, I just heard it popping. She's cooling. She might be cooling just way too fast. She didn't crack over here. So, yeah, I'm just getting it too hot, going too fast. So I think we're going to be good. I'll work on this a little bit. Basically all it is sticking 2 pots together. Of course these are aluminum, so it's going to be hard. I don't know. We'll bring it back when I get a little bit more done. Basically, you know, like I was saying, it's 2 pots welded together. When we get to the cap, that'll be kind of a thing to see, you know, like watch and see, check that out. That might be something a little interesting. But there ain't much interesting in the aluminum brazing. I ain't never done it before, so don't go with what I'm saying. Everything I usually do, it's something I'm just trying out. I'm practicing, or I shouldn't even say practicing, I'm just kind of doing it, learning it. I don't even think I'm learning right. So, I know it's holding. We'll keep it that way. And if she don't hold, we'll come back and do it again. We'll keep going until it does hold. So, on that note, I'll bring you back when we get this kind of pretty much all welded up. And we'll go from there. We'll get this, bring you back when we definitely do this cap, because I've never done it. Now let's do it together. We'll figure out. Well, it did not go according as planned. You see it's cracked. There's some spots from here to right there cracked. And some cracking up in here. Really nice welded right there though. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's, that part welded really nice. There's a lip right there, but I didn't get it real squared. What happened was I ran out of propane, or not propane, but oxygen for the brazing torch. So I had to go back over to the oxyacetylene. And I used it fast. I mean fast. But what I'm gonna go and cut them cracks out again. Wherever all these cracks are at, I'm gonna cut them out. We'll weld them back up, and then I'll go over everything one more time, get it all still together, and make sure she's good. See, look at that crack, all the way there. See it? Not even stuck right there. That oxyacetylene heated up too much, and then it would shrink. So that's what would happen. It'd shrink too fast. That stuff would break off, or crack. I mean, where'd that go? Get more oxygen, I guess. Man, that sucks. It's cracked all the way to there, man. It was that much. This part here is welded real nice, man. But I don't know. But yeah, we'll that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I changed my mind. I'm not going to go to Menards today. I'll do that next day or two. You guys will have to just wait till next video to see where we're at on this thing. I had a couple videos, or a couple pictures I took on the phone, but let me put this thing on there so you guys can kind of see my idea. That's a pressure cooker, and then we'll cut us a hole in there, and we'll set the pot on top of it like that, and we'll cut all this off here, and then we'll cut a hole that big, and then we'll weld them two together, and all that will be wide open. Then our cap will sit on there just like a regular, like steel, aluminum or copper steel. Gotta make sure I keep them screws because that's what holds them handles on. And these black handles gotta go back on there because that's what seals them all. It seals the lid. The screws go all the way through. Actually, they sit below the seal, so that should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine like that then. We'll see. But I'm not gonna. Yeah, I might be able to take these off there and leave them off. But yeah, it's nasty. I gotta clean it up. But I'll just drill a hole in there, just like I did on the lid, and run us a little spout out, just like we did on there. Stick it in here, and then we'll have our have a full steel again. Well, we got one already, but I'm a big steel. All right, y'all have a good one.